The next one will be the juniors. Yeah, so that's which is probably your one. What are the names again? Oh, juniors.
All right, guys. Anyone in the juniors? If we could, juniors heat 1, get you down to the sign-on desk. We have.
Where is the juniors heat?
Let's get you signed in. We got Steph down here waiting. Show you through a few things.
For juniors, which one's juniors? Do we have juniors written down? How many are there? 1, 2. Maybe not. That's not good. We might need to track down the juniors heat.
Yeah, I'll have a look on the phone.
Wait, no, here.
That's it. I think so. I'll double check it on the phone.
I thought mine was number 2, so I'm going on that
That's
one.
one.
Yeah. 14 minutes and needing to make their way down to the sign-on. We have juniors in the semi, heat 1. We got Jai in the red. We got Harrison in the white. We got Ryan in the green. And we've got Taylor in the yellow.
No, I think your junior's number 1.
Just like to do another big shout out to all of the sponsors here today for the Future Pro event here on the Gold Coast. Big shout out to the Gold Coast Bodyboard Club. Huge shout out to any other clubs coming along and supporting. And anyone who's just a frother for bodyboarding who's come along to watch, compete or support. A huge thank you to all of you. None of this would be possible without Choice Homes, Inverted Bodyboarding. They're huge sponsors for the bodyboarding scene here on the Gold Coast and have been for quite some time. And all the bodyboarders around are really appreciative of both Inverted and Choice Homes. Another shout out for Southern Cross Credit Union. Some of the other sponsors we've got is the City of the Gold Coast, Surf Lakes, Dreamworld, and Amazon Power. Big thank you to any of the professionals that have come along today to help the young kids along. And another shout out to all the parents who have brought them.
And as we look out in front on the right-hander, they're just snapping a big roll off. That right-hander and hitting that section was Zaid Taylor. He needs a 2.31 to be in first. So it'll be interesting to see as the scores roll in where that positions him in this heat. This is the Grommets semi-final heat 2. There's Zaid Taylor is currently in the first. He's winning by 2.17. Ollie Williams, you need a 3.75 to be in first. And Hardy Fletcher is currently in the third position in his green rash shirt, and he needs a 2.98 to advance. So just a little score update for the current heat in the water, which is Grommets semi-final heat 2. Zaid Taylor in the red rash shirt, he's in the lead. Ollie Williams in the white, he needs a 3.75 to be in first, and in the green is Hardy Fletcher, who needs a 2.98 to advance. So if you've just got down to the Future Pro and we're looking out at that wave and wondering who just did that big roll off that section, was Zaid Taylor, who is the current heat leader of this semi-final heat 2 for the Grommets out at the Future Pro. Coming up next will be the juniors hitting the water. Juniors will consist of a semi-final also with just the 2 heats before heading into the final. Looking out the front here in green, just pulling into a little barrel as it comes over, trying to do a little roll. That was in the green, Ollie Williams, who's actually Hardy Fletcher. You are in third place. You need a 4.18 to advance. It's got the sun just shining and glaring into our computer system here, as well as out the back there, just making it a little bit difficult at times to see which is which. But please be patient as we get on with the YouTube live feed as well as the commentating here at the beach as Red just looks at that section, busting a nice big roll off. That's Zaid Taylor, the current heat leader of the Grommets semi-final heat 2. Some really exciting surfing down here from the young ones at the Future Pro, consisting of cadets, grommets and juniors. And there's the girls, the Unite, and coming up soon will actually be a school beginners section where you'll be able to see some of the guys going out and giving a little bit of tips and coaching to some of these Future Pros. We'd like to welcome you down to the Future Pro, proudly sponsored by Choice Homes and Inverted Bodyboarding. Among many other sponsors, we'd like to mention Southern Cross Credit Union, City of Gold Coast, Surf Lakes, Dreamworld and Amazon Power as we're sitting here down at the commentating area. How did you like that little Amazon Power you just munched into there, Rob?
Oh, it was absolutely amazing as usual. Amazon Power bringing the cool, chill vibes to the hot days down at the beach for all of the competitions on the Gold Coast. So shout out to them. They're the ones with the purple and the green man with the leaves. That's the Amazon.
The Asahi Power, the Brazilian Power. Stephanie Pettersen know all about that as she's down here prepping up to coach that juniors Heat 1 coming up next. So just like a big shout out for all the pros that have got in amongst this. If you look around the beach, there's people like Mitch Rawlins, Stephanie Pettersen, and many others. Lilly Pollard, Lockie Cramsey, they're all down here just giving tips to these guys who are definitely going to be the future pros of bodyboarding.
Oh, yeah, get some flip back on us. And to anyone spectating up, oh, nice, Rollo in on the inside. Anyone spectating on the beach and you don't know what's going on here, this is bodyboarding. This is the future of bodyboarding at its finest. And if you want to get amongst it, check out the Gold Coast Bodyboarding Club page on your socials or your local bodyboarding club near you if you are not from here. And if you're watching this on the live stream and you don't know what it is, I think you might be a little bit lost, but welcome. It's great having you here. Camera. We're live on the camera. Here we are. We've got a bit of paperwork scattered out all over the place, making us look busy here.
I'm crunching on granola still, which is all caught around the teeth. So good old Amazon Power. Just slightly munching into this in between chatting about these guys. These grommets are doing such a good job of the waves out here in these difficult conditions as it starts to change from being a sort of break that's happened on the inside there to now these waves that are starting to break out the back. Some of them are completely just whitewatering out the whole area, so they're doing really well to just sit in the right spot and take off on this little right-hander as Green takes off.
Oh, here he goes. Nice tag turn up the top. And again, taking the opportunity where it's given with that spin. There's nothing like a good tag turn where it's needed and throwing a little bit of water off it.
So that was Green. Hardy Fletcher just taking off on that right-hander and just really making the most of these waves that are just peeling off out the front here at Tallebudgera Beach.
We've been seeing a few, starting to see a few epic projections here and there as the bank's like bowling up a bit more, and you're seeing a bit more of a quick ride, just like a stop drop, hit the section, and the ones who are making it through for a few maneuvers, they're definitely getting rewarded for it.
It almost looks like there's a little bit of a rip running through that right-hander, just making just that little bit more sectiony even there as it bowls up on the right.
Oh, for sure. That right-hander seems to be a bit of a pick, but we've got one of the competitors on the inside here trying to score some of the reforms on the shories, which also could be a good move if you get that right section.
Yeah, so that's Ollie Williams. It does look like he's opted to try and take some of these smaller ones in close, but I tell you what, it's still paying off for the guy. He's needing a 3.48 to advance. In first is currently the heat winner in red, and in second place is Hardy Fletcher. He's in the green rash shirt. He's needing a 5.41 to be in first. So that is just 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here as you look out in front in the white. That is Ollie Williams, just taking a look at that one on the inside there. The current heat leader in this one is Zaid Taylor. He's out in front by 3.4. Hardy Fletcher, you need a 5.41 to be in first. Ollie Williams, you need a 3.48 to advance as we near the 5-minute mark, which will consist of the juniors semi-final coming up. You guys will be able to paddle out once that yellow flag accompanies the green one. There it is, 5 minutes remaining. Jai Taylor in the red, you're coming up in the juniors semi-final. In the white will be Harrison Podvinick. Green, Ryan Hill-Smith, and in yellow, Taylor Barton.
All right, just a shout out to the white. You have had 9 waves. Ready? Brett, you only get 10? Is it 15 when you got 20?
So, Ollie, just another announcement there, if you can hear us. You've had 9 waves, mate. You're currently in third place and you need a 3.48 to advance. You can have a maximum of 15 waves, so I think you're okay. You have 6 waves left that you're allowed to catch in this heat. Zaid Taylor is still out in the lead. You are out in front by 3.4. Hardy Fletcher, you need a 5.41 to be in first. Ollie Williams, you need a 3.48 as there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the Grommets semi-final, Heat 2. If you're just looking out at the ocean and enjoying this beautiful day down here at the Gold Coast, you're watching the Future Pro.
And it looks like a set is about to roll in. Just a shout out to any free surfers again, chilling in front of the competition area. We have got a Future Pros event on, so please keep out of the competition area, free surfers. If you haven't got a coloured rashie on, that means it's you. If you have got a coloured rashie on and you're not in it, apologise for having to constantly tell the free surfers to jump out of the competition zone, but as it is the Gold Coast and it is a very lovely destination with some great waves, people just cannot help themselves. So we're doing the best we can to keep the area free for the Future Pros.
As you look out at those Future Pros trying to scramble their way out the back with just 2 minutes remaining, you've got green and white in here, very close to the shore, just trying to get out through that break, which is definitely breaking a little bit further out than it was when we first got down the beach this morning. And they're doing really well to put so many waves on the map. I know Ollie's had 9 waves already. Wouldn't it be good to be a Grom again, just catching so many waves in your heat?
Oh, Kira, you obviously don't know me. I'm got the reputation for hitting every wave at every competition. If I come out of the water without filling my slot, everyone's disappointed. So
you're chasing the maximum of 15 when you're in there?
I'm always on the maximum of 10 for when we're on them those 15-minute heats. But yeah, definitely, I'm the biggest frother at the Gold Coast Bodyboard Club for catching my maximum waves, definitely.
That's awesome.
Wouldn't say that it pays off every time, but sometimes definitely does.
And out the front, they're just doing a forward spin on that one and just deciding to duck out. That was the heat winner. That's Zaid Taylor. As we look out the back, as Zaid Taylor just did that forward spin and scooped out the back of that one. And that is our current heat leader, Zaid Taylor in the red. Currently in second is Hardy Fletcher in the green. He needs a 5.41 to take the lead. Ollie Williams needs a 3.48 as there's 40 seconds remaining in this one. Coming up next will be the juniors semi-final, heat 1. In red is Jai Taylor. In white is Harrison Podvanik. In green will be Ryan Hillsmith, and in yellow, Taylor Barton. If you boys just stand by as your heat is coming up next.